So Google is giving out free Premier Edition bundles to lucky folks, and I'm going to go ahead and explain what that is all about in this video. We also have more Stadia news and a slow rollout of new profile pages for Stadia users, Codemasters, the makers of Grid and F1 2020 being bought out by Take-Two, some quick news on a game releasing here in a few days, and Destiny 2 is leaving the Pro subscription. All that in this video, so make sure you're subscribed for anything and everything related to Stadia and cloud gaming. And hit that like button so we can try to find more Stadia gamers out there. Let's start though with the insane news in my opinion, and that is that Google is giving out free Stadia Premier Edition bundles to those who have had a YouTube Premium membership, and you must have had an active subscription since November 6th. So if you're thinking, let me go ahead and do this now and sign up and claim a free Premier Edition, well, unfortunately you're too late, as am I, as the new accounts will not be valid. With that, if you're someone who has had the trial, I am seeing reports of people on Reddit who have upgraded that trial and then were able to claim these free Premier Editions, but guys, do not quote me on that if it doesn't work. Now, if you're eligible, there is a link that I'm going to go ahead and include it down below. Any one of you guys can click on it and it will tell you if you can claim this offer. Keep in mind though, like I said, if you've been on a trial, there does seem to be possibly a workaround, but make sure you look that up before you invest any money. Now overall, this is awesome news. I mean, this is just another great way to not only reward those faithful people who are paying for YouTube Premium, but gives the good word of mouth and good promotion out there for the Stadia platform, especially for those who have not tried Stadia themselves. And now with family sharing, the ability to have a lot of people trying out this service for free is really expanding and is excellent news. So good job to the Google and Stadia team for all this awesome stuff. Alright, so this was first discovered by a gentleman on Twitter, then found by another user on Reddit. It looks as though Stadia is rolling out profile pages for every user out there. It will include information on achievements, the ability to remove the friend, invite, report, or block, and interestingly enough, you can even look at their friends list as well. This is really cool to see, and it's just more of Stadia continuing to flesh out this platform little by little and making it easier to find more friends as well. Overall, it is a good improvement from what I can see, and it looks simple enough to navigate and figure out. So once again, kudos to the Stadia team here. So Take-Two has reached an agreement to acquire Codemasters in a value of close to $1 billion. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Take-Two, they are the 2K publisher of the NBA 2K franchise, Borderlands, and so on, as well as Rockstar, which is Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption, to name a few. Now guys, I'm gonna say on a personal level, I'm just not a fan of Take-Two as much because they have heavily over the years encouraged a lot of microtransactions, and them taking over Codemasters that publish and develop feature games like Grid, F1 2020, 2 games on Stadia. I can really see them heavily monetizing these games with huge microtransactions in the future, and well, with racer titles, it's very easy to throw in little extra ways to monetize these titles. Honestly, you can fully expect to see that when these games start to roll out under the Take-Two umbrella. This year for me personally has reignited my love for racing games because of titles like Grid and F1 2020, and more titles to come like Dirt, but this will leave a bit of a sour taste in my mouth personally. Either way, I won't fully judge it until we see how this all plays out. This acquisition will be looking to happen within Q1 of 2021, so fairly soon, and I guess we'll just have to see how it all just plays out. So Stadia today dropped their weekly newsletter, and besides things we already knew like Destiny 2 Beyond Light launching and other titles that we've already talked about, much to my surprise and somewhat hidden in this piece is that Destiny 2 is about to leave the Pro service in 9 days on November 19th. What's even more curious about this is the fact that it's happening on Stadia's anniversary. Now, I talked about this in one of my latest videos in which it was uncovered a free page listing on the Stadia store. My guess is, and I keep in mind I'm only guessing, is that Destiny 2 the base game will end up being completely free, while Destiny 2 the collection will be available via Pro here until the 19th. So either way, I'm now very intrigued to see what's going to happen in over a week on Stadia's anniversary, and I do wonder what else is in store for that day. With that, make sure you do claim this before it does leave the Pro lineup, and stay tuned for the coverage of what's going to happen on Stadia's anniversary, as I do expect some form of fireworks here soon. Alright, the last piece of info I'm going to cover in this video, and this was in that weekly news again, this was somewhat surprising, is that the game Family Feud from Ubisoft that is set to come November 12th is only seeing a release in the US, UK, and Canada. If you're anywhere else, unfortunately, you will be out of luck. There really is a lot of mystery surrounding this game. There is still no trailer that I can find. It's claiming that it will have a YouTube Direct streaming, and this is an odd one, guys, to say the least all around. Now, it's also being priced at $30, so it's not going to be a huge investment, but I would steer clear until you see the reviews and at least some gameplay footage, which I do hope to cover on this channel. Either way, stay tuned. Make sure you guys are subscribed so you can always be caught up on everything and anything happening in Stadia. Also, let me know your thoughts on today's news down below, and what do you think of Google giving away free Premiere bundles and the Take-Two news of Codemasters being bought out. Anything else in this video, please let me know down below. Like always, thank you guys for watching. I'm Sunny, and I'll see you guys in the cloud.